Hey there, this is Rachel and this is Rachel's Family Table. Today I have a couple of grocery hauls to share with you. Getting groceries in our house has been a challenge for me lately, and I'm just wondering if anybody else is feeling that kind of stress as well. Let me know if your school pickup line is crazy like ours is. As you can see, we have double lanes ahead and double lanes of cars behind me as well. On this day, I was picking up Cameron from school and hitting a Dollar General that was near his school so I could get a few things. And here is what I picked up at the Dollar General by Cameron's school. I've been to several Dollar Generals lately, and I am having a hard time finding certain items, or they only have a few of each item on the shelves. And so I don't want to take all of the items that I'm looking for, so I've been kind of running in whenever I see a Dollar General, and we all know that they're everywhere, and just grabbing a few things here and there and trying to stock up my pantry. So I grabbed a few things that were good to keep on the shelf, like some soups. I did grab a couple packs of instant mashed potatoes, and I also spent about $10 to get a few emergency items for the pantry. I don't usually stockpile groceries, but it has just been a lot harder to get food in the house and get the things that we want. And also with all the illness that's going around, you never know when you're going to have to be quarantined in your home. Not that we're dealing with that right now, but you never know when you will have to. So I picked up 2 rolls of sausage, a pack of frozen broccoli for $1, grape and strawberry jelly, and a pancake syrup. Now these are not normally the brands that I would use, but this is what they had, and so that's what I got. The cinnamon toasters and then the ketchup. And so let's just linger here for a minute and talk about this ketchup. I paid way more than I would pay for ketchup, and it was the only bottle of ketchup in the store. So this is only a smaller size 20-ounce bottle, and it was almost $3. I mean, that's a little much to me, but gotta have the ketchup. And yeah, it's just what it is, I guess. So that's what I mean by I keep finding myself overpaying and not getting good bargains, because I will buy something just because we need it so bad and all they have is a certain item. So I pay their price because I just want to have it. And so I'm trying to get my pantry built up a little bit so that I don't have to give in and pay more for certain things, even though I don't want to. It's just that with the snow and everything, it's harder to get out and go to multiple stores all the time. I did pick up some of this Clover Valley hazelnut spread, which should be like the Nutella. Now, we don't eat Nutella, but I wanted to use it in a recipe. So I thought whether or not the off-brand is good or not, it should be all right in the recipe because it's not the main ingredient. I picked up some spaghetti and meatballs, and I don't know why, but the SpaghettiOs, not spaghetti. SpaghettiOs with the meatballs has been hard to find. I got some Hormel chili with beans and some different types of soups. I got 2 cans of chicken and rice. I don't normally buy chicken and rice soup, but it's what they had. So I also got a couple cans of cream of chicken and a couple cans of cream of celery. That is my favorite cream of soup to cook with. And a couple cans of chicken noodle, a can of the gourmet nacho Rico's cheese, a corned beef hash, 2 packs of the instant potatoes just to have on hand, and some zebra cakes just because we wanted something sweet, and that was a pretty cheap way to go. So my emergency items that I picked up for $10 were 4 cans of the tuna and water and 3 cans of Beanie Weenies, and then a couple cans of Vienna sausage. Now, these are things that we don't eat on a regular basis, so I know that they're going to stay on the shelf and be there in an emergency if we need them. So Anyway, that is $10. And so I just figured that when I go shopping again, I'll take another $10 and buy a few more things. And this is how I plan on building up my emergency food storage. It's not a lot, but it's a start, and we can all do a little something. I used to do a $5 challenge. I know I turned to some friends and asked them, how did we used to do that? And they said $5 a person. Well, I'm just doing $10 and that's it. The next haul is from Save a Lot. My husband wanted to make enchiladas on this night, and so he grabbed some meat and he grabbed a little extra so that we would have that on hand for whenever. And like I said, we are just picking up here and there when we see that we need something, or grabbing one more than what we intentionally went to the store for. So he picked up some ground beef at Save a Lot, some sour cream, which of course we'll use some of that with our enchiladas, and then we'll have it in the fridge for when we need it. Some coffee creamer, enchilada sauce, a couple bags of chips, some salsa, and some flour tortillas, and then some different packets of seasonings. So we used some of that in our meat for that night, and then had extra in the pantry. Also a couple cans of black olives, so one can for that night and then one can for our stockpile. And then he also got some red hot, I think they're sausages or something, and those are just something that he likes, and then he also will eat those for lunch and take them to work and stuff. And that is our little Save a Lot grocery haul. Our last grocery haul was Walmart, and this is where the bulk of our household necessities came from. So right here is just a quick look at the non-food items. We have laundry soap, coffee filters, duct tape, a paintbrush, and some different bags and plastic wrap and foil and stuff. So for produce, I have some parsley and some cilantro, a bag of onions, a nice size head of cabbage, and if you're ever looking for a vegetable that you can keep for a really long time without it going bad, cabbage is the way to go. It keeps for a super long time. We got one lemon, a couple of peppers, and some bagged broccoli, and then I got a bunch of asparagus, which was kind of a splurge. I believe the asparagus was $2.99 a pound. And then I got a big package of sliced white mushrooms. Of course, portobellos are my favorite, but the white mushrooms are cheaper. Next, we have our little snack corner here. I got a box of butter flavored popcorn. Now, I don't usually get butter flavored, but it was either butter or extra butter, so butter it is. And like I said, we're kind of in a place these days where we have to buy what is available. We got a bag of the rippled chips and some spicy guacamole chips, and then these pork skins, which we were snacking on in the truck as we were driving around from store to store. And then we got a package of these knockoff Chips Ahoy chips. They're Great Value brand of chocolate chip cookies, just because even though I have baking stuff on hand, I didn't feel like baking. So here is our little spread of groceries from Walmart. And we're going to get started with these pierogies. They are the 4 cheese, and we have a pack of the better cheddars, the smoked sausage. I got 2 big packs of chicken breasts. And then those are going to go into the freezer. I'm going to slice them in half. 2 packages of eggs. I'm really excited about the eggs. I've been having issues with finding eggs that were not super outrageously expensive or small in size. We got 1 gallon of milk. We got a pack of oven roasted turkey breast for school and work lunches. We like to take sandwiches. We have some Swaggerty's sausage, some extra large shrimp. We got a package of ribs. There's the price on that. Not too bad. So we're going to plan on making the shrimp and the ribs together. We got a couple packs of beef. I needed some beef for a recipe, and this was actually the only thin cut beef that was in the Walmart meat area. So that's what we got. And like I said, we don't really get a choice anymore. We have to buy what we can find, right? So I ended up buying 4 rolls of this ground beef. I'm not a big fan of this type of ground beef. To me, the texture of it is always a little chewy, but it is cheaper. And so this is the 80/20. So the compromise for me and Bill was that we would get some of each, and I'm thinking I'll just either combine the ground beef with the ground beef roll with like ground turkey, or just cook it longer so that it breaks down and isn't so fibrous. I don't know. So we're gonna make it work. I got a Greek yogurt and my coffee creamer and Bill's coffee creamer. I use half and half, and he uses the hazelnut. He wanted some French dip, chip dip, and so we got the Great Value brand. It was okay. We don't usually use that brand, but we're gonna make that work too. And then we have the some powdered coffee creamer, some butter, a pack of pepperoni. This is a big pack because we're making pizzas, and also just to have some to snack on. I got some zesty hot sausage. That's been hard to find, so I got 2 because then one can go in the freezer. Some garlic powder and a bottle of ranch dressing, banana pepper rings. We ended up buying more of this because we did like it when I made it last week, and it's super, super easy and a time saver. Chili with no beans, because I was able to find chili with beans at Dollar General, but not the kind with no beans. Some hot sauce, some Italian style breadcrumbs, Sweet Baby Ray's, another bag of frozen broccoli, and then I really wanted to try these one sheet pan seasonings, so got a couple of those. Some more tortillas, not realizing that we had many tortillas, but it's okay because we'll use them. More fajita seasoning. And it looks like I got everything but the bread here. We did get 2 loaves of white bread. And so here is just a little look again at all the stuff that we got from Walmart. And so hopefully this gives us a couple of weeks of groceries, maybe even 3 or 4 if I can make it work. And then here are just some items that were kind of not added to begin with. We got 3 gallons of drinking water and a 12-pack of Diet Coke. And then I had run into Aldi's, and I picked up some of these flatbreads, and then some of this lettuce to make salads on our pizza night. And that is it for our shopping for the week. And here is why I always have to do voiceovers in my kitchen, because every time I'm in my kitchen doing anything, Champ decides it's time to eat or drink. And he's very loud. Next, I just thought I would share with you a quick glimpse at our meal plan for the week. I don't have them in any certain order because I do not put that kind of pressure on myself. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video and would like to see more in the future, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel. See you next time.